So we are here for to pretty much to tell you what's at stake at City College, what we've been through in the last year, and here to ask for your support and your help for it, so we can stay open. Because it's very possible that's what we've been going through. We may be our next, so it's important for us to have that discussion with you so we can stand in solidarity.
Now, I'm retired. I saw the handwriting on the wall. I bought airtime. I got out. So why am I still interested in this? How does this affect me? Well, for one thing, if City College goes away, my retiree health benefits also go away because they're funded by the college. But that's a minor consideration for me. The real reason why I'm so outraged by this is because I know personally how many people have been helped by City College to adjust to life in the United States, to make better lives for themselves. And every week, not a week goes by that I don't encounter some former student of mine who comes up and shakes my hand and thanks me for helping write a resume, helping practice an interview, writing a letter of recommendation, teaching them English, all those things that have made it possible for them when they were in dire straits to get a decent education and to have a life in this country that's worth living. And this is what is at stake.
What we want to see in City College is not that we stay open, that we don't downsize, that nothing happens to the program that we have now. And I'm worried that we have like that culinary program in our school. It's very successful, very quality education, like a culinary degree, towards culinary degree. And we also have in San Francisco the California Culinary Institute. And I know that it costs $60,000 to go there for maybe a year and a half of education. My girlfriend went there 10 years ago and she took a loan from Sally Mae for $30,000 and she's still paying it. And I don't know when she'll be done to pay that. In the same time, you can go to City College to take the 2-year program, step by step, and it will cost you just a fraction of that number. So I'm afraid maybe programs like that are going to be closed. Maybe the art program is going to be closed. We can send it to the Art Institute. I mean, that's very, very scary.
Isn't that what this is all about? Isn't it all about getting educated, transferring, get a degree, being technically skilled so you can go into the workforce? Or does it really matter about if you updated your mission statement on a timely manner? Or that you really have fully evaluated all your student learning outcomes? Or that you have one egregious finding that you did not complete your equipment replacement list. So I've used kind of this famous preface. City College of San Francisco should be permanently closed because it failed to revise its mission statement in a timely manner. Because it failed to fully assess the student learning outcomes that it already employed. It should be closed permanently because it failed to properly connect its student learning outcomes to student services. San Francisco City College should be closed permanently because it failed to have a comprehensive equipment replacement list. Now I've just given you 4 or 5 of the sanctions that are of the recommendations that weren't met that led ultimately to the closure. Now there are others. City's an imperfect institution. We just went through our own accreditation. We're an imperfect institution. But the question is, do you take it to the extreme of closing an institution and denying access to 85,000 students a year thereafter? Is that the answer?
The first is I want to thank your Chancellor from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of the hearts of everybody in San Francisco for the real leadership that you're showing on this issue. There's an aspect of accreditation that feels a little bit like an abusive relationship, where terrible things are happening to you and you're told that you can't tell anyone or talk about it, and any effort to try and organize your way out of this mess is going to be greeted with worse repercussions. And so when other people outside San Francisco speak up for us, it's particularly meaningful. So thank you. So one thing that we're hearing over and over again from the ACCJC is this isn't us, we have no independent identity, this is the California community colleges acting together as a group. My sense is that that is not the way people at community colleges across the state feel, but Kinsella is making claims on your behalf. And one of the reasons why it's so important for other community colleges to speak up, and to speak up as your chancellor has, is to say, actually, no, guys, Barbara, Steve, you're kind of on your own, and you're not speaking for us. And that's important. The other thing that I thought was amazing, the other quote from this email was, he says, as an aside, but I don't think this is the aside. As an aside, if you think this is an ACCJC issue, you need to think beyond this, because this is nothing more than a fight for total control, void of all but legal constraints that enrich faculty with more entitlements every year. Once they control accreditation, they own you. So there's this notion that there's this Manichaean battle between good and evil. Faculty unions are evil. Administrators, particularly administrators who have been fired from their former institutions, are good. And that this is a battle that has been joined in our time as being fought in San Francisco, and they have to win. It's amazing and horrible. And the consequences in San Francisco have been awful.